DOT will make a presentation, as you know, on the proposed safety improvements for Union Square. What I'd like to have happen is when I make the presentation, I'll then open it up to questions to the Transportation and Environment Committee, then open it up to questions to the public, then we'll have a comment period by the committee, and finally comments by the public.
Hey, how are you? Good to see you.
Thanks, Tom. Hi, everyone. I'm Margaret Forgione from DOT. I'm the Borough Commissioner for Manhattan. Congratulations to us all for surviving the first part of tonight. And this part, I know, will be an interesting and lively discussion. So we're very happy to come here tonight. We want to present to you our proposal for a Broadway Union Square safety improvement. Not only a safety improvement, as you'll see, it has a lot of other advantages to it and positive aspects. Tonight, Ryan Russo will be presenting. He's our Assistant Commissioner in our Traffic Operations Unit. And I just wanted to introduce a few members of his team: Josh Benson, Sean Quinn, and then I think a lot of you know Colleen Chatterton from my office. So with that, I think we'll just jump right into it. Turn it over to Ryan. Thanks.
Thank you, Margaret. Nice to be back at cb5. I've been here a few times over the last few years presenting the various traffic management, complete street projects we've been doing in New York City that you've seen. We have another exciting project that we're excited to open up to comment and input. All our projects have been improved by the public input we've received. I think that looks pretty good. Can everyone see the image?
Maybe you could back up.
So we're here to talk about Broadway and talk about Union Square and changes that we hope to make that will really improve how our streets work for everyone who uses them, for the Union Square Park itself, for the streets around it, for motor vehicles, for pedestrians, for cyclists. We put on our cover sort of really the heart of the project, which is the intersection of Broadway and 17th Street and Union Square West. And you see the new refurbished Union Square Park curving around and meeting at this point. It's really sort of the heart of the project. We'll talk about a lot of different areas that this project affects. So, just a map to orient you. A number of streets, some change names, sort of are at play here around the Union Square area. Broadway is really sort of the heart of the project, and we've been doing obviously some high-profile work on Broadway. In 2008, the reconfiguration of Madison Square, also some work between Times Square and Herald Square in 2008. In 2009, the changes at Columbus Circle, Times Square, and Herald Square as well. So Broadway, oops, sorry about that. Broadway, as many of you know, cuts on a diagonal across the Manhattan grid, meeting the avenues, 6th Avenue, 5th Avenue of Madison Square, and Union Square is one of the locations where Broadway is already interrupted by the park. It doesn't cut diagonally through the swath of Union Square. Broadway wraps around, there's 17th Street becomes two-way for one block, and then all the traffic that made it to 17th Street turns right on Park Avenue South, and then, or Union Square East, and can join Broadway, which heads down to Soho. University Place comes north into the Union Square area, 14th Street going crosstown, 17th Street, 5th Avenue, and Park Avenue South, and 23rd Street, just to orient you. So the focus of our presentation of what we're doing is to improve safety, particularly at the East 17th Street, Broadway, Union Square, and West 14th Street area. Create new pedestrian space and new plaza space. There's actually an extreme lack of seating in the area. There's a lot of amenities, but there is extreme pedestrian congestion. Upgrade safety on the corridor itself. We'll talk about how the changes we've made over the last few years have really changed what Broadway needs to do in this area. And then to rationalize the traffic network, to make sure that the traffic system makes sense. One of the things that's interesting about this area is that Broadway is there are 3 streets carrying southbound traffic in this area. We've got 5th Avenue, a 3-lane, one-way street going southbound with traffic. Broadway, currently a 2-lane street, taking southbound traffic into Union Square. Park Avenue South, which is a 2-way street, which also has 2 lanes going southbound. That's a major issue with traffic management that we'll talk about that contributes to what you know and see happens every day in the Union Square area.